Hey everybody, welcome to Game Time. My name is JJ and this is Classic Game Pickups. And it was a pretty busy week last week. I picked up quite a few games for the collection. I hooked some friends up as well with some doubles and whatnot of stuff. But this episode is going to be all the extra stuff that I got to add to the collection, you know what I mean? So let's go through this wonderful pile. There's quite a bit here, a bit of PS2, some Xbox, some PS1, a few other cool little knickknacks and whatnot. So let's get at her, you know what I mean? So the first thing I'll pop out is I picked up a cool little frosted Game Boy Advance. Can't go wrong with that. I have different colors of them here, so can't go wrong with that. Everything was taken up in good shape, so that's really neat. I ended up with a copy of Final Fantasy IV for the Nintendo DS. Can't go wrong with that. It's one of the few Final Fantasy games for DS I actually don't have, so good pickup there. Can't go wrong. Picked up Shining Force for the Game Boy Advance. Very nice little pickup. I wasn't expecting to pick this one up. Resurrection of the Dark Dragon, and I dropped stuff all over the place, man. Damn. Grab that. What else did I pick up here? Dawn of Discovery. I don't even know what this is. I'm gonna have to look this one up, but sounds very RPG-like. So yeah, Dawn of Discovery for Nintendo DS. I'm starting with the little things before I get to the crazy stuff. Picked up a Game Boy Advance to Nintendo Gamecube link adapter. Hard to find. It's you know what I mean? I don't see these too often all over the place, so it's nice to finally have one. You know, the one I had didn't work, so can't go wrong with that. I got a Game Shark multi-tap for the PS2. It's actually pretty heavy duty. It's actually a nice multi-tap, and the thing with multi-taps on the PS2 is that some of them don't fit the slims or don't fit the fat PS2s or whatnot. This one actually has a little button, and you get to you can retract and put this forward so you can fit it in any PlayStation 2 you want. So it's a nice one to have. You know what, here's a different multi-tap for the PS2, and it doesn't have that kind of attachment, so you'd only be able to use this on a certain PlayStation. I think it's just the fats you'd be able to use that one on. So yeah, that was a good little pickup. What else we got here? We've got Cruisin Usa for the N64. Good pickup. I didn't have it. I played this a lot. I didn't play Cruisin World as much, but Cruisin Usa I played it a lot at my uncle's house. A few Sega Genesis games. We got Jungle Strike. With the book. It's always nice to get them with the book and the case, you know. We've got Urban Strike, can't go wrong with that, and I picked up an extra Echo the Dolphin. I actually already have Echo the Dolphin, but it's nice to have it with the case, you know what I mean? So I'll get rid of the other Echo that I have because I don't need two. I'll add that to the box of doubles, because I do get a lot of doubles, but I always pass them on to other gamers in the community. You know, Kirkland Lake is not the best place in the world to, you know, for quantity of video games available, so I do my best to help people out and, you know, get you some decent games, you know. But what else do I got here? We got a few Xbox games. I'm gonna work my way to the goods, because there's some good stuff later for PS1 and PS2. So we got Brothers in Arms. Which one's this? Earned in Blood. It's the sequel though. Can't go wrong with that. I didn't have it, you know. And the thing with Xbox is, I didn't collect Xbox a whole lot back in the day, so just now I'm starting to get a lot of decent Xbox games for a good price. So I started picking up Xbox games over again. So, and I'm not saying that Xbox didn't have a whole lot of games, just PS2 had a lot more RPGs, and I was more of an RPG guy. So, you know, now is a good time to pick up some Xbox games because they're actually pretty cheap. You know what I mean? So we got Azuric, Rise of what is it? Parathia. I never played it. I've never tried this one. I never even knew that existed, so we'll try that out. We got a couple sports games, NHL, Tiger Woods, Fight Night, not worth mentioning, I don't know, tennis. Splinter Cell Double Agent, I didn't have that one, so I can't go wrong with that. Nightmare Before Christmas, I have this for PS2, I'm pretty sure. It's actually pretty decent. You should try it out if you're a Nightmare Before Christmas fan. Unreal Championship 2, I used to own it, but like I said, I didn't collect a whole lot of Xbox games back in the day, so I traded them all away. Like, I'd be like, I got a stack of Xbox games, I'm not going to play them. I'll trade you something for them, or I'd get rid of it to buy other stuff I needed, so. But, now's a good time. I picked up Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, can't go wrong with that. It was a good game, man. Good. Reminds me a lot of Baldur's Gate, and Champions of Norath and stuff, you know, good games. I picked up another Fable. Like I said, I traded all my Xbox games away a long time ago, so I'm just replacing a bunch of stuff. And I picked up the Elder Scrolls 3 Game of the Year edition. You can't go wrong with that. I haven't played a lot of the older Elder Scrolls game. Like, I have played this one, but I probably haven't played a whole lot of them before that. But this one's a good one to have, considering it has all the expansions and everything as well. What else we got here? Oh, we got another Xbox game. We got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Can't go wrong. Good game. What else we got here? Another Xbox game. We got Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil. It's a good little expansion to the original Doom 3. It has, it probably has all the patches where you can actually use your flashlight and your gun at the same time. So it's, I still need the original Doom 3, which I do have a hookup that does have it, and I'm going to probably get it off them eventually, so give it time, in time. Considering the PS4 and the Xbox One is out now, people are selling their PS3 games for a pretty cheap price, so it's not, they're not technically classic games, but I thought I'd mention them just because I did end up picking up a bunch of PS3 games for a really good price. So I ended up with a Call of Duty World at War, you know, Lego Indiana Jones, not even open. We got Twisted Metal, you know. We've got Records of the Agorist Wars 2, you know, so can't go wrong with that. We got Valkyria Chronicles. A lot of people have been telling me that this is a really good game, so I saw it and I thought I'd pick it up. So you can't go wrong with good deals, even though, you know, they're not classic like I collect the most, you know what I mean? But these will end up being classic eventually, and if I get them for a good price now, what's the harm, right? You know, so it was like, this is borderline sports games for me, like Smackdown versus Raw. Like I won't play it, you know what I mean? But it's a good trader for somebody who likes that kind of stuff, you know. And Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. Just a few little PS3 fillers there that I got. Now we're gonna dig into the PS2 games that I picked up. Actually, I got one GameCube game here. I picked up Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. Good little pickup for the collection. I didn't have it, so woohoo! Can't go wrong. Let's grab ourselves a stack here. We'll start with this. We got a Resident Evil Code Veronica X Black Label original release. Now I have all 3 different versions of this. I have the Black Label original release, I have the Greatest Hits release, and I have the Black Label one that has the bonus disc for Devil May Cry 2. So there's 3 different releases to this game. It's cool to have them all, but I don't know if I want to keep all 3 or not. I don't know. I'm indecisive at this point. We got Resident Evil Outbreak. I picked up File 2 not that long ago, actually, so it's nice to get the original again, you know, so I can't go wrong. We got Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmeria? I remember when this game got released, but I never tried it, so I'm glad to add it to the RPG collection. Can't go wrong with that. What else do we got here? We got some more fillers. We got Need for Speed Most Wanted. We got a Sealed Gun Club. Nothing too fancy, but still good filler for the collection. We got the original Smuggler's Run. We got Need for Speed Carbon. Like I said, I get Need for Speed games all the time. I end up trading them away all the time, so that's why I end up re-adding them to the collection. Ford Racing 2, another racing game. And it's funny because I just traded one of these away like 2 days ago, and I already have another one back. So awesome. I got Arcta Lad End of Darkness. It was the one that came out after Twilight of Spirits, and I didn't have it, so another nice little RPG type game for the collection. What else we got here? We got Hitman Blood Money, and it even comes with the bonus disc for the demo of Kane and Lynch. Can't go wrong with that. It's always nice when the stuff that it comes with is actually there, you know. Another borderline sports games for me is Smackdown vs. Raw 2006. We got some bowling action. I'm sure I'm gonna play the crap out of that one. I was surprised to get this one, and I was happy to at the same time, but I got Kingdoms of Hearts, oh my god. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. They also came out with this for the Game Boy Advance, but finding the PS2 version is a little bit, you know, uncommon out in the wild. You don't see this game too often, so yeah, I was very happy to pick that one up. We got Cabela's Big Game Hunter, More games that I don't usually play too much. And believe it or not, I actually found a copy of the Guy game on my travels this weekend. And there's, you know, PlayStation has a few games with a lot of, we'll call them booby moments. And this would be one of those. Leisure Suit Larry, Playboy Mansion, all those kinds of games. The Guy game is actually something like that. And there was a lawsuit against the makers of this game because one of the girls in the game ended up being underage. So yeah, it's a good game to have for the collection, you know what I mean, history-wise and whatnot, but it's not that great of a game, but still weird to find out in the wild. So if you see it, pick it up. It's just a great conversation piece, and I bet you it's weird to play, so maybe I'll play it someday. We'll see. What else we got? We got another little stack here. These are the last of the PS2 games. We got ATV Off-Road Fury 3. Can't go wrong with that. I just picked up 4. We got the original ATV Off-Road Fury. We got Nano Breaker. I enjoyed this little hack and slash game back in the day. It was okay. Like nothing too fancy, but it's fun just running around hacking and slashing stuff. So we got Pirates: Legend of the Black Buccaneer. I actually haven't played it. It looks fun. This actually looks really fun. Another hard game to find that I found was Monster Rancher 3 for the PS2. Can't go wrong with that. They're hard to find, the Monster Rancher games, just like the Digimon World games for PS1 and PS2. People charge an arm and a leg for them, you know, and they're just hard to find. Like, I go to a pawn shop and you find Monster Rancher or Digimon World, I don't know, 2 or something like that for normal PlayStation. It's like $50. I'm like, you know what? This guy just paid like 50 cents for this game. You know what I mean? Blows my mind. But anyways, we got Hitman Contracts. And finally, I get the third part of Xenosaga. I got Xenosaga Episode 3. I was very happy to get that. I already had the first 2. And for some reason, I ended up with another copy of Gran Turismo 3. And what's funny about Gran Turismo is I trade that game away all the time, too. So every time I get it, I'm like, did I give mine away? No. Yes. No. And sure enough, I didn't have it because I traded it away in a racing game pack I did at one point. I just don't collect racing games, really. Yeah. But I ended up replacing a Guitar Hero and Guitar Hero 2 double pack. I bought one last week, and the cover was really damaged and everything. It came with Guitar Hero 1, and instead of Guitar Hero 2, there was Guitar Hero 3 in it, I think it was. I think I have it in here in this box. But like it was okay, but like if you look at both of them, like this one's in rough shape, and like I said, this one actually doesn't even come with the right games in it. It came with Guitar Hero 3 inside it, so instead of Guitar Hero 2. So I'm gonna get rid of that one, even though I bought it not that long ago, and I'll replace it with the real one that is in good shape. You know what I mean? So that's a good deal. Can't go wrong with that. And now we get to the PS1 games, and a nice little stack here that we got. I'm sure you know by the thumbnail that I did get a few decent ones here. So a couple of fillers for the collection. Like I do have quite a few, you know, RPGs and stuff for the collection. So these are just ones that I've either just replaced because I hook people up sometimes, you know what I mean? If it's a game that I can easily replace down the line, you know, like, you know, I've got Metal Gear Solid. I didn't have it, actually. I was supposed to get it a long time ago. Something happened and I didn't end up picking it up. But I'm glad to have Metal Gear Solid. We picked up Grand Theft Auto 2. Comes in a Diablo 2 case for some reason, but still good little filler for the collection. Can't go wrong. And this is a good example of a game that I usually get rid of all the time, even though I don't have an extra copy, is Final Fantasy VIII, because I get it back all the time. When I pick up big lots of games, it's not uncommon to have a Final Fantasy VIII or a Final Fantasy IX in there, because it's a very common RPG, you know. So I ended up with another copy of Final Fantasy VIII, replaced the one I sold, hooked my buddy up with, you know. Same thing with Legend of Dragoon. I got another copy of Legend of Dragoon. I have this game already, but I lent it to a friend of mine, and as soon as I got this, I'm like, well, do you want to buy it off me? He's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, all right. I ended up with a new copy anyways, you know what I mean? So I might as well hook him up with some good deals as I go by, you know what I mean? We picked up Jade Cocoon. I didn't have this one. I actually just picked up Jade Cocoon 2 for the PS2 not that long ago, so a good little addition to the collection there. Picked up Parasite Eve. I love this game. I remember beating this game back in the day. I haven't played it in a while. You know, I played Parasite Eve 2 not that long ago, because I used to have that one too. And this is a good game to find out in the wild. It's hard to find. This is a double. I actually have another copy of this game, but it doesn't have the case. I've only got the discs. So it's nice to get one that actually comes complete with everything. So awesome. And last but not least, another good RPG I'm happy to add to the collection would be the original Xenogears. And epic. That's all I have to say. This game is so epic, it's crazy. So much dialogue and storyline and everything, giant mechs. It's such a good RPG, but it's not for the faint, man. It's there's a lot of times in this game that you're sitting there and you're reading dialogue for an hour, just because the story's so huge, and it's a good one to have for the collection. You know what I mean? Good fighting system, good world, good story, just phenomenal. If you ever see Xenogears for the PS1, pick it up. You won't be disappointed, especially if you like the Xenosagas that came out later. You know, so this is an awesome game. I was very happy to get it for the collection. I used to own it, but like I said, I keep trading stuff away and whatnot back in the day, so I don't do that as much now. But yeah, awesome. So yeah, that's this episode of Classic Game Pickups with Game Time. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next lot that I pick up down the line. You know what I mean? Might be a week or two. You know, it depends on what I pick up. So cheers, peace out, and happy gaming.